what did you see when you went back and looked at your offense and specifically your quarterback play?
Yeah, I'd say there were some good things, but there were certainly a lot of things we can improve on. We had some missed opportunities within there. I'd say throughout the first and second halves. So again, the detail, cleaning up some stuff. I'd say in all, not just with the quarterback, but with everybody. We're gonna have to do that.
Specifically, when you look at Daniel, is there one thing that you looked at and said, we need his timing better, we need his accuracy better, we need him to get the ball out quicker?
Yeah, I'd just say for all of us, we can all do a better job.
And do you plan on keep sticking with Daniel at this point? Is he clearly your starter at this point?
Yes.
Hey, Brian.
Paul.
Well, just specifically for a second, a couple of things on the accuracy. There's a lot of breakdown, a lot of stories for any quarterback. When an incomplete pass, is it the rush, is it the receiver, is it the route? Were there several throws in the game where there was just either a footwork or just a mechanics issue where the ball did not go where it needed to go?
Yeah, I'd say decisions for the most part. People we were looking at, where we were throwing, were good. Obviously, there were some, whether it was an inaccuracy because of a base or maybe there was pressure. There's a variety of reasons for that, but it takes all 11. We've got to clean it all up.
And do you have to revisit it all? Anything? You did a lot of things this summer and spring to get your team more ready for the opener. To have different results from last year. Do you kind of look back and think, do I have to get guys preseason snaps? Why was the offense seemingly so not prepared to play in an NFL game yesterday?
Well, I'd say this: you look at everything all the time, and we all got to do a better job.
Hey, Dabes, can you hear me?
Gotcha, Kim.
Thank you. Jalen Hyatt left the locker room, very, very quickly after the game. Were you satisfied with the opportunities or not that he had yesterday?
Yeah, I'd say he's our, third/fourth receiver. So you play with Neighbors and Wandell's in the slot, and Slayton played the majority of the snaps ahead of Hyatt. And we have certain plays and roles for Jalen, and that could change week to week. But this week, that's what it was.
I haven't gotten yet the percentage of playing time sheet that we get after these games. But Thibodeau was credited with just I believe a quarterback hurry as his only stat line. Where would you be on that sort of a finish for the first game of the season?
Yeah, again, based on how the game went, I think we can all do a better job. So, we're all accountable to it. We make no excuses, and we'll watch this one here in 10 minutes and correct the things we got to get corrected, and move on to Washington. Yep.
Hear me?
Gotcha.
Couple personnel things that seemed a lot different than what you guys showed us all summer. And obviously, I know there's a week and a half or so of practice we haven't seen. But I was wondering if you could shed some light. Kim hit on Hyatt, but Darius Musau playing over, I assume, a healthy Micah McFadden because he wasn't on the injury report. Cordell in the slot after not taking a single snap there all camp. And trying to remember what the third one was right now. I apologize. Well, how about those two first? Cordell and Darius over McFadden.
Yeah, Micah would have been was on a pitch count. And, if Darius was playing well, we would just play Darius unless we needed to play Micah in that case, which, again, pitch count, whether that's 15, 20 plays, whatever it may be. But if Darius was, playing and playing well, we were going to let that go. Next one's Flott. Yeah, Flott. That we just thought that was, we thought that, yeah, just getting ready to go here for the first game. We thought that was the best thing for us. Now, is that going to stay the same? Probably not, to be honest with you. Flott will probably play outside more, but for this week, that's what we thought was best.
And then Simmons was the third one. I apologize.
Yeah, based on so Newman was starting safety, and our money position, we went with Belton.
And then the follow up on Daniel would be, obviously, Brian, you guys were up front with him all off season about your quarterback, your draft plans, your quarterback interviews. Joe's talked about that a million times. Do you have any thought that maybe his psyche, we talk so much about sports psychology now, that his confidence was rattled, or that his psyche was rattled, that maybe you guys don't have full confidence in him anymore, and that manifested on the field?
I thought we had a good week of preparation, and again, it's on all 11. It's on the coaches. It's on me. So we'll work hard to fix that, and come up with something better than we did against Washington.
Thank you.
Yep.
Dan Duggan.
Hey Ryan, just curious, why did you lean so heavily on big personnel offensively yesterday?
Well, you again, we're expecting a heavy dose of pressure too, but it gives you a little bit more flexibility with the run, potentially settles defenses down, and then you're marrying run action pass with some of your runs, I'd say. But one of the reasons was to see if we can settle things down, but they settled it down on their own.
And as far as DJ, how do you think he saw things pre-snap yesterday? It seemed like there was the one time it was an unblocked rusher where he just didn't even seem to see him. I'm trying to think of other plays like that off the top of my head, but just like pre-snap, what was your assessment of how he saw things?
I think he saw. I mean, they disguised some. That was one of the deals that they were doing. I'd say that particular pressure you were talking about, we got to do a better job of communication and making sure everybody's lined up on the same page as that. So that wasn't him necessarily not seeing that one. But look, nothing was good enough, Dan. So make no excuses. Got to work to get better.
Thanks.
Yep.
Charlotte Carroll.
Hey, Dibs, how's it going?
Charlotte?
To follow up on Kim's question, I guess, just what did you think of the pass rush as a whole and the Kayvon Brian tandem? And then I know we saw Aziz out there a little bit at times too together.
Yeah, I think some of the games were good. The stunts and the games we used. I'd say the pressure was really good inside with Dexter when he was lined up in there. Again, they played the game. They played it well. They were playing in favorable situations. We get they get up, we get down. The game's controlled a little bit, so we got to do a better job of playing complementary football. Offense, defense, kicking game, to make sure that we can get into more of those situations.
And then just a quick follow up. What did you think of the defensive game calling that Shane did yesterday? I guess in his first game action.
Yeah, Shane was prepared. I thought he did a good job.
Thank you.
Yep.
We'll take 4 more. Pat Leonard.
Hey, Brian, how's it going?
Hey, Pat.
You said Daniel's still your starter. Are you guys talking about or considering bringing another quarterback in as a competition or as a different option if Daniel ends up not being the starter at some point?
Nope.
Are you going to give any more reps or change the reps in practice for Drew or Tommy?
Nope.
Okay. What did ownership tell you coming out of yesterday's game?
Yeah, well, I mean, ownership conversations that I have are private. So, but look, nobody's. We didn't play well. We didn't coach well. I said that after the game, but we got to do a better job.
Last one. Injury updates. Nick McLeod, is that going to be long term? I heard you say Flott's going to play more outside.
Well, right. I'd say more day to day, maybe week to week, but I think more day to day. I'll have more info on him. Gunner, he's going to be out for weeks. Darius Slayton's in concussion protocol. Carter Coughlin, he'll be out for months. That's what I got so far.
Lock was available to you yesterday. Like, is he on a snap count?
One more time.
Injury wise, or Drew Lock? Is he like, if he had to go in a game right now, could he play at his like normal level?
He could.
Thank you.
Yep.
Bruce Beck.
Hey Brian, what's your message to your fans who left frustrated yesterday?
Yeah, I understand it. Our job is to produce, and we didn't get the job done.
What's the challenge of turning this around quickly?
Well, it's the first game of the year, Bruce. So, it's a long NFL season. Make the corrections you need to make. We'll meet here in a few minutes. There was some good. There was some not so good. Make the corrections, be consistent, and get ready for a good week of preparation against Washington.
Do you think the game was an aberration, a game not indicative of your personnel and talent?
Yeah, I just say, give credit to Minnesota. They did a good job. There were some things that we did well. Third down was better than it's been. Explosive plays. I thought we did a good job on 18 minus the one play, obviously, that went for 44. Didn't score any points. It's hard to win a game when you don't do that offensively. So have to do a good job there. Had some good plays on special teams. But, again, give them credit. They did a good job, and we didn't do good enough.
Thank you.
Yep.
We'll take two more, Ed Valentine and then Tom Canavan.
Hey, Dabes, what did you think of your offensive line play on Sunday? Andrew Thomas, after the game, didn't sound real happy with it. And a follow-up to that on Daniel, did you feel like Daniel created some of his own problems in the pocket yesterday?
Yeah, I'd just say, offensively, defensively, kicking game-wise, none of it was where we needed it to be. There's definitely certain things we're going to work on improving, and that's what we're going to try to do.
Quick follow-up on Gunner. There's nothing you can do about a pregame injury, but did you guys believe, after all the weeks that he was out with the groin, did you believe he was fully healthy entering the game yesterday?
Yeah, that's why he was out there.
Thank you.
Yep.
Last one, Tom Canavan.
Hey, Dabes, how you doing?
Tom?
Two quick ones.
Yep.
With Gunner out, is Slayton still your punt returner?
Well, we have, we have a couple guys. We're actually doing a workout. They're doing a workout right now as we speak. So we'll make a decision on that here after this workout.
Okay, and the other question I have is, one of the things I went back and looked at the play-by-play, and you guys put yourselves in a lot of second and third and long.
Yeah.
How do you change that?
Yeah. Be productive on first down. So, be able to run the ball, complete passes, stay on track, not have penalties, but playing in that obvious pass situation, good things usually don't happen when you do that. So got to stay two-dimensional, play good on early downs, which helps, on not having long downs. So, 7 of 13, third and 1 to 9, and, 1 out of 7 on third and 10 plus, with numerous second and longs. So obviously not a good enough job.